From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Randall. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass, check pass.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Back to throw. Randall. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Randall. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
To throw on third down, Randall. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Armour-Davis able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll bring you updates all year, and the party just getting started here in Week 1 of the NFL season. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
18, Pioneer! 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals!
Throwing on 1st down. Randall. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Randall. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Randall. Touchdown, Eagles! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jake. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, break. Come back 19. Cut 19.
Looking to throw. Randall. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Slot man moves right. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Packers' kick here is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Randall. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On 1st and 10, Randall steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson going to keep it on the option. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Right side, Thornton with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go right back to Singletary. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Now Wilson. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Eagles 24, Patriots 6. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They run here with Singletary. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
80 weapon, 66, moving high.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Eagles' 21-yard line.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Bravo!
Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On the set.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Wilson. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Quiet, 64, weak.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Off the play fake. Randall. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our